bringing the people behind our food to life.
I am going to make a roasted pepper and roasted corn queso tamale. And really, they're not that difficult as the world makes it look like. It really isn't. It's pepper season, and they won't be over until November, probably, I'd say. We got the Italian pepper, the pasilla pepper, the Hungarian wax pepper, the flamingo pepper, and the bell pepper. So we're going to start out roasting the peppers and the corn also. We're going to peel the corn. And we're going to just pack up both of these burners with corn and peppers and roast them. You don't want to burn them, you just kind of want to slightly roast them. You just let them go, and then we're going to add up some white onions to it. And we're going to cut up some onions while the peppers are roasting. And also, if you want to make a spicy tamale, this is going to be a mild tamale. But if you want to make it spicy, you can put some cayenne on it and roast it. These are large cayennes, these are smaller cayennes. And of course, the Hungarian wax is always going to give you a little bit of a kick. Okay. Just want to lightly roast them. And if you can have fingers like I do, you can do this. A little bit used to the heat. They're going to be delicious. So the corn looks like it's pretty good. And this one right here is also ready to go. Just kind of look for the side that's light. And if you want to put it a little bit more in there, you can. Okay, so now we're all done with them. We got done roasting them. And so we're going to let them cool off for a little bit. And we do not want to wash them, because if we wash them, we'll kill the flavor. So I'm going to turn this on. And we're going to put the pan. And now we're going to add up some olive oil, which makes the tamales soft and creamy. And we're going to add up a cup of olive oil. And now we're going to add some onions, some white onions. And we're going to caramelize them for a little bit. And then now we are going to cut the peppers. And the best way to cut these peppers now that they're cooled off is just don't worry about the seeds. They're not going to hurt you. They're just going to give it a little bit more of a flavor. And we just take the part of the seeds off, like I just did, because we don't want too many seeds in there. And then you can just cut them, or whatever, if you want to make them round squares, whatever you want. I just basically just cut them at whatever way. And take the ends and toss them. And this one's the Hungarian, and it's got a little bit of a kick, not that much. And then the flamingo, of course. And you want to take the cord out pretty much and not let it all go in there. But like I said, a few seeds go in there, no big deal. These are going to be delicious. You don't really want the peppers too burnt. You just want them a little bit of roasted. And now you add up all this stuff into the onions. Remember, the hottest peppers are the cayennes, the habanero, the jalapenos. Those are peppers that are extremely hot. When it comes to the pasillas, they can be a little bit hot sometimes, but most of the time they're not. And so we're sauteing all this stuff. And then at the end, we add the bell pepper. And this one gives it a lot of flavor. It's only once a year that you get to enjoy these tamales, because you can't get these peppers in the wintertime. I mean, you can, they're imported, but here in the States, It's only for about 3 months that you get to have this delicious, awesome peppers. And most of the people are afraid of trying them out because they think they're just gonna burn themselves up. But it really has tons of vitamin C. Really good for you. Lots of endorphins. Makes you happy all the time. Now we want to add 4 cups of chicken stock to it. We want to add just a little teeny bit of salt. Mix it up. This is the fast way to make tamales. Trust me. And now we're going to put some 4 cups of masa, corn masa. And we're going to mix this in. Simple. It is just simple. We want to make this until it turns to be a little bit thick. And the longer that we cook it, the softer it's going to be. So if you like really coarse, hard tamales, you want it not cooked very much. So now you got the onions. There's a little bit of cumin in there. And you have the peppers, every single one of them giving their flavors to the masa. You want to cook this for about, I would say, about 10 minutes until it's nice and soft. So here is your time that you get your roasted corn and you add it. And you cut it this way. It's the easiest way because everything's seasoned at the same time, the corn and the peppers. So when you see the corn, it's time to go get the peppers. And when you see the peppers, it's time to go get the corn. And farmer's market, of course, is where you're going to get this fresh, delicious stuff and where you're going to see the most beautiful peppers too. It gets to be a little messy, but it's worth it. So in El Salvador, Central America, we use banana leaves because they grow like crazy, a lot more than the corn. So these are going to have the wrapping of banana leaves, and I will show you here in 1 second how to do that. Isn't that starting to look delicious? It is almost getting ready to be done. There's another thing we got to add to it. Just a little bit, a twist. It's going to make it all just great. It's going to give it that queso flavor to it. See, the masa's turning a little thick, and then we just let it sit for a second, and then we turn it, and you could see where it's getting to be cooked. And you need a Teflon pan because that's the best stuff to use. You do not want to use stainless. You don't want to use stainless steel or anything like that because it'll just get stuck to the bottom. And you want stuff that is going to be lifting the masa up. So now, looks like it's ready to go. So we have to add, to give it the last delicious part of it, is you want to add a cup of the cojita queso. And you want to cut it up in little cubes, or you can crumble it up, whatever is going to be the easiest, or whatever way you want. You can actually put little slivers on it if you want to on each tamal. I just like to crumble it on top. And That way every bite has a little bit of it with the corn also and the roasted pepper. It makes it so yummy. Okay, so done with that. Mix it. So I'd have to say this was about 10 minutes work. It's simple. Now you want to turn it off and you want to wrap them. Time to wrap. Okay, so banana leaves. They grow in Asia, they grow in El Salvador, Mexico, everywhere. And this guys are gonna give you an awesome tamale because they have this oil on them that goes into the masa and it gives you that exotic taste. So you want to get them, especially frozen, in a plastic bag. They come, and you get them at Asian stores, or you can get them fresh. But you have to make sure that you roast them, and they're going to be bendable. So they come in a big leaf because they are a big leaf, and you want to cut them in little squares like this. And they do have the line. They do have a little line in the middle, as you can see, and that becomes the leaves. That's how big the leaf is. So we are now going to wrap them. I already cut them and washed them. And you never know when you're going to find, something weird on them. So you just want to wash them in hot water, and you want to wipe them down with a nice sanitizer towel, which means a little bit of bleach and water. So now we're going to wrap tamale, and it's up to you how big you want the tamales. I actually think these are the perfect size because you don't want too much one. You want just, yummy tasting. And you want to wrap them. Here you go. And you put them in one side, and then you start another. And if you want to have a party and invite all your friends and have them help you, of course. Yeah, why not? They'll do it. Believe me, they'll do it. Because they know they're going to get tamales. And then you want a pot with this much water to here. It's a steamer. This is for corn. And actually, it makes it better for tamales. And what it is you get the water going, and you get it nice and warm, and you put the tamales in there. Finish wrapping them. 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, you'll be able to smell the queso, the peppers all over the house. And oh my gosh, do you want to see what they look like? When your tamales are done, you don't have to burn your fingers. You can just lift this up. Voila, there they are. So now you want to see what the finished product looks like. Here we go. And ready to serve. There you go. And now you want to go and get some really delicious salsa. Make your own, of course. It's pepper season. Ready. In an hour, you can have a delicious roasted corn, pepper, and queso tamale. Awesome.
We kind of had this love for everything that was Spanish, whether it was the food or the culture, and how all of that brought the people together and their appreciation for the different products that they grow over there.